you already just refresh her hair. As I turn Miss Terry around, her Pixie has grown out, so you can see extra hair through here, everything, the length in the front. We're going to touch the length up in the front a little bit just to make sure all this blends in. Can you see how long this is compared to this here? We're going to blend that in, but I'm going to take a lot of the weight out. A lot of the weight out through this area is coming out, okay? And I don't know exactly what I'm going to do when I get to the top just yet, but I'm liking the length. So let me show you guys. So as I cut this area out here, if I cut this out here, what we're going to do is cut this out here. And as I cut this out through here, that hair going to fall over. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this part yet. I'm going to leave it with a little undercut there. We have like a little, it comes over that. And have a little undercut so we have some movement through there. I don't know yet, but I'm going to play as I go. But I want to keep some of her length because how she was wearing her mold, let me pull it down. How she's wearing her mold, when she gets molded down and says she don't want to do no heat styling, doesn't want to put no curls in her hair. You see it gives her a nice look, right? Gives it a nice look. So it does all that, but then you can see right through here where we have a little too much hair. I want to play with that and get that out of there. And we're just going to go in there. We're going to just do a little playing around. And this is what I do every day in the salon. I'm trying to, when I got clients come in, I want to maintain their look. Or we want to just tweak it just a little bit, change up a little bit so they can have fun with it. So it's not the same, so it doesn't get monotonous over time. All right? First, I go on with my clippers, my Cocoa clippers. My Cocoa clipper. I go on with my Cocoa clipper. That's me saying Cocoa clipper, that's me giving homage to my boy Netsy in Alabama. All right. I like to start in the rear of the head, right? The reason I like to start in the rear and the back is I work for myself from the rear to the right and the rear to the left. No, depending on how you want to do it. When you go rear left, rear right, either or, but I just go rear right, rear left. Okay? I just go to about the ear. Now when I get to the ear, I stop because in the area in front of the ear, I have to do something a little different that time. Depending on the client's as I do a hair and scalp analysis, what it looks like under here determines on how I'm gonna cut this part in front of the ear. But I always cut from ear to ear, from the rear to the left ear, rear to the right ear, and then I either do scissor work or I cut a little differently in this area, depending on what her scalp looks like. Okay, and again, as I get ready to start with the Cocoa clipper, I want you guys to understand the guard is not going to let you mess up. So I don't want you to have no fear in doing what you're doing when you're cutting hair. The guard isn't going to let you mess up. Okay. But the thing is, people say, well, what size guard? I don't want you guys to get stuck in sizes necessarily more than length. And the reason why I say it, because you all want a size 4, I want a size 3. Depending on the guard company, a 4 and 3 can be different. You know what I'm saying? So so it's hard for me to get you guys. I mean, I know you do it for reference when you talk to your barber, or you talk to your hairstylist, but tell me the length you want. I can get you that length better than you telling me the size. Okay. Not much. I'm using a size 4 guard right here in the rear. Not much is coming off. That's probably what I think I'm gonna stay at in the 4 on this area going around right below the parietal ridge because I'm keeping the length I want through that area. It's still dark in that area. It looks like that without that. Now that's me using the size 4 going. Now that's me using the size 4 guard going around the perimeter, right? I'm gonna go a little short. I'm gonna go 3. I'm working my way backwards. And when I work my way backwards, I still get a blend and taking off hair that needs to come off, but I'm still getting a blend. I can go straight to a 2, I can go straight to a 1, but it's gonna cause me to do more work in this area, right? So if I just go to a guard one size smaller from a 4 to a 3, I'm creating my blend as I'm cutting, as I'm moving along. I don't have to go in there and come back later on and try to blend. It's already there. And I think sometimes we end up giving ourselves more work to do. And I like to call it a backwards or reverse fade, right? Or reverse taper. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going backwards using a size 3 from a size 4. Then I'm gonna work down to a size 2, size 1.5, size 1, down to a half if necessary. So making my job easier as I'm cutting. And the whole goal in cutting is to make your job easier, to be very precise in what you're doing, right? And still be quick. So if you're quick in what you're doing, you get the person in and out, right? And if they're coming in and get in and out in a decent time, several things are going to come from that. One, you can make more money because you can get more people in on your day, right? because you're being time efficient. Other thing is, when doing that, they're going to go out here and refer you to somebody else because they got in and out in a decent amount of time and they didn't spend their whole day with you. And not saying you're not a likable person or people don't want to kick it with you, but people have things to do. They have lives. They want to get in and out of the salon, in and out of the barbershop, in and out of the beauty salon. Whatever it is where you're at, they want to get in and out. They got other things they want to do. Okay, moving from a 3, now we're going to a 2. Same thing. Repeat myself, just not going up as high. I'm going right below. I'm going right below her occipital bone. Where the hair curves out, that's why I'm going right below that. And then I'm going to come in, pull it back, right? I had it closed. Now I'm going to open the lever. And that area right above that, I'm going to go a little bit higher, again, to create that blend. Right? Again, making my job easier. So now as I get lower, now I'm going to go to my 1.5, again, to create that blend. Have the clipper open to ensure that blend. Close. Make sure I'm taking that line out of there. And get that seamless blend. Again, if you're a barber and you do a lot of female haircuts, right? Not knocking your technique, not knocking what you do, not knocking your creativity. But women want to be feminine, right? They want to keep that feminine line. So I try, or that feminine neckline. So I try going there and keep it soft still. Even when I'm tapering out, I still try to keep it soft. You see Miss Terry's hairline, right, or neckline? It's a smooth, gradual taper. Hair is laying down. And from here, going there, keep working that hair a little shorter through here. To taper out before when I finish, I'll give her a shape up, a line up, and still keeping it feminine. This way, as her hair grows out, it grows out not having a hard line going across the bottom and can still grow out nice and pretty. Again, this is our rough draft cut, so we'll come back and finish that after we get her molded. So now we're going to go in and do a little scissor work. Let's see what it looks like as that hair falls over that area. It becomes a short or small undercut, right? I like the way it looks. So I think I'm going to leave that right where it's at. Just going to blend this area in right here and kind of do a little, taking a little bit of a clip around the bang area. We're gonna leave her length alone a little bit, all right? Just make sure it blends. Then once we get her shampoo molded under dryer, we'll take a quick break and we'll come back and go back and polish her cut up just a little more. Almost all my customers get cut twice. The reason why I cut twice, because I cut dry first and do a pre-cut, giving you a rough draft because if I'm doing any chemical services, whether it's a relaxer or whether color, I don't want to relax or color already hair is getting ready to be removed, right? So I'll go ahead and do my cut first, and then we'll go to the shampoo bowl. And after we shampoo them and condition them and place them under the dryer, whether we're molding them or blow drying them, and then from there we'll go ahead and do the next cut. After that, we'll go ahead and do the polishing cut, right? We do a rough draft and a polish cut. So when you get a haircut from me, you're basically getting 2 cuts that day. General. And something, depending on circumstances, you might only get 1 cut because you might come in and all you want is a cut and you're not getting shampooed and things of that nature. Or you may come in and get all the services done before your cut and decide to go ahead, you know what, I want a cut. And so then you don't get the double cut. We'll go straight to the polish cut from there. I'm taking vertical partings because I want it to be soft in this area. Taking vertical partings creates that softness in that weight line. A lot of times when I see somebody do a short hair or do a short pixie, there's a hard weight line through here. And that's fine if that's what you were going for, but that's not what you're going for. And that's not what the customer asked for. You gotta, the little tips and little tricks that are very simple that once you learn and understand when it comes to cutting hair, I don't care what hair class you go to. I don't care what course you're taking. Understanding the foundation on how to cut makes it all easier. Even if you learn a whole nother method, because you understand cutting, it makes it that much easier to learn. So if you don't know little tips and techniques that will do things like that take that weight line out of there or blend it in better, vertical parting. Right there to ear. Same on both sides. Hit that little come over like that. Go play with it afterwards. All right, everybody. That's our rough draft cut. And we'll Let me turn you around so you can see Miss Terry. You can see right through here. You see it right there, how we took that weight out through here, right? And then on the other side, you can see how we just took that weight out of there. Took it down and took that weight out. So now this looks like the cut's already done, and we still got some touch-ups to do and cleaning up and polishing up to do. But look at it, looks almost already finished. That's what I go for, and that's what I go for my customers, because I want them to be able to do this at home. Say they don't come see me for the next 2 or 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Shampoo mold, break up the mold and style your own hair. It's that simple. It's that simple. And so I want them to be able to do what I do at home, right? So my goal as a hairstylist, my goal as the guy, who creates the haircut, is for them to be able to recreate what I do at home. So when they go out next weekend or the weekend or for a work event, happy hour event, whatever it may be, somebody questioned them about their hair, and I didn't do it that day. They did it themselves. You know how much confidence that gives your customer that they can recreate what you do and still get the same compliments when they go out into the streets? You make them a hairstylist, right? Because they got the confidence to do what you do and recreate what you do. All right, I'm gonna take it to the shampoo bowl. We'll be back shortly. Okay, we just brought it from under the dryer and just breaking up her mold. And as you see, as we spin her around, everything looks great, right? So we're gonna go back and do some polishing, right? So right now we already cut her. Now we can go back through the cut to make sure everything's on point. And if you can see right here, this piece here, right? That's coming from up in this area here, but that needs to be cut. A couple things need to be cut. The fringe area needs to be cut. So I'm gonna go in there and I'm just gonna play around. Exactly where I'm going, I'm not quite sure. I'm gonna do what the hair tells me to do, right? So I know this right here got to be cut out. But before I cut that out, I wanted to blend it here, so I'm gonna blend first before I go in and then work around the fringe. See how that one looks? I want it to look just like this one. Very similar to that side. So how would I take a little weight out of there without taking too much length, right? Let's take this section right there, right? How do I take some weight out of here without taking too much length? Because it goes into the fringe, right? I'm gonna hold it straight out. I'm gonna pull back towards me, right? That a little too much and bring it back. Pull it out and pull back towards me some. We're gonna take a little bit of that off right through there. Now we took some of that weight out. Now let's go ahead and play with that fringe, right? Let's play with that fringe. This here is our shortest or shortest part. I want to keep this. So we're gonna kind of blend all this in. And how am I gonna blend that in? There's several ways. You can use your scissors. You can use your razor, whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and notch with my scissor. All right. I like that jaggedness of this, so we're gonna play with that. Right in here, snap, snap. Taking that off right through there, right? As I get here, I'm just gonna kind of carve out what I'm wanting. And pull it around so y'all can see that. Just carving that area out right through here. Just a little bit more. There we go. We'll check the other side. Do we have this one? We'll play with the other side as well. Just carving it out. Taking a little bit of hair off. I like that fringe. I want to keep that fringe, right? That's basically all we got to do to that right there. I like that jaggedness. Again, see how this is right here? A little too thick right in this area. Let me give you a different angle. Right here, it's a little too thick right here. You see how all this right here is jagged and pointy? Let's take a little bit more out through here. Again, we're just going to go in there and sculpt it out of there. We're going to sculpt it out. The scissors I'm using are from Coco Hair Pro. And these are my dry cuts that allow me to go through and slice through the hair and kind of push the hair some, give me that shattered look. Take a little more out right here. There we go. A lot of times when we're cutting hair, we're not telling the hair what to do. And that's what we should be doing, right? We should tell the hair what to do, how we want it to fall, how we want it to go. Now, how I just notched out on that other side, I'm going to do the same thing here in the middle right here where I see just a little bit of heaviness right here. And carve a little bit of that out. There we go. Now, if she wants to go out here and just wear her hair and not worry about no heat, right? No heat styling. All she has to do is, let me give you guys a quick look. Or what I would do, I would take a little bit of serum. Rub between the palms. And it's applied to the hair. All of the hair. And not just the top. I'm going to break the mold even more and go in there and place that. As I'm placing it, I'm playing in the hair. And I'll just use a serum. Let me get my black shirt out the way and y'all can see exactly what that does, right? Give y'all guys a little better angle, right? Now look at that. The hair's done. The style's there. The style is the cut. It's there. I'm just playing. I'm just having fun, right? And tossing the hair. Same thing you can do at home. You know, come get a haircut. Get a shampoo molded and styled and everything, curled up. Then when you go home a week later, you can wash your hair and you can play with it yourself. And the cut is the style, right? The cut is the style. And I haven't did any detailing as far as the line up in the back or anything like that. I'm just showing you when you break the mold up what the hair does and how you can have it and how you can style it. It makes it that much simpler, you know, for you, right? And so, again, a great cut. Anybody can style it. I don't care who comes behind me. I don't care who you are. Anybody can style it. Look at that. Now she's ready to go to happy hour. Now she's ready to go hang out with her friends. Now she's ready to go to Bible service. Whatever she's going to, she got it right here. Her hair's done. She don't have to worry about anything. She has her confidence. So, able to do a haircut and give your customer that confidence they can recreate what you done, that's value. That's value. And, you know, you hear people talking about, you got to know your worth, know your value. This is value. This is what people pay for. So what I'm telling you that is, instead of just raising your prices because people just want to raise your prices because Miss Brenda and Miss Erica are raising their prices, you think you want to raise yours too so you can stay competitive. Well, the competitiveness isn't in your pricing. The competitiveness, there we go, let's do it again. The competitiveness isn't in your pricing. The competitiveness is in your value. What do you do that separates you from everybody else that makes you valuable? Again, cutting hair. Cutting hair. If you do the cut and the cut is the style, half the battle's done. So now we're going to put a little curl into Terry's hair. Not a lot, just a little bit, because Terry likes wearing her hair soft, right? We're going to put a little curl in there. So we'll be back with you guys in just a second. I don't think get curls in there, right? For the style. We're going to comb that out. Taking a Y2 comb. This one I prefer. This is my favorite comb. I don't care. Just black, gray, white, whatever. Every time I find this comb, whether I'm at a hair show or I see it in a beauty supply store, I try to grab a few. This is my favorite comb to work with. I think because it does everything I wanted to do. have the end with the pick if I'm gonna go in there and I want to pick the hair out. It's just very versatile for me. It's one of my favorite comb out combs to use. I don't care what make and brand it is. This is my favorite comb out comb. And look how I'm going clockwise. You can go either direction you would like to go, but I'm going clockwise. Just because I think more because I'm right-handed, but and how I curled it also. So now, once I get that in there, now we're gonna go down. We're gonna start combing down towards the face. Start combing down towards the face, breaking all that up. I just want to comb those curls out. Now we're gonna put it all to the face. We want to go to the opposite side. Opposite side we can. Kind of style it how we want to. Finger style it. Doesn't matter how you want to do it. Now, as this gets older, the better it's gonna look. If she wants to wrap it at night, well, that's how she should take care of by wrapping it at night. But if she wants to, as it gets older and wraps it at night and does her little thing, and it lays flat, it's again as I showed you what it looks like, just to have a mold and break it up. The same thing she can do. And from here, we're just gonna go in there and kind of do some detailing with our cocoa trimmers. Keeping her neckline feminine. Yes, there's a line there, but keeping it feminine, which is a light line. I'm not going in real hard with a hard line. Trying to keep it feminine. Again, as a hairstylist, I always preach this and teach this. You're only as good as your tools, right? So you should have quality tools to do the things that you need to do. Not knocking no brand out there or anything like that, but I see a lot of hairstylists, they'll go get a cheap trimmer and struggle trying to get this hair off. I remember to go in here and detail it, right? Because of the trimmers I'm using. I go clean up how I want to clean up. I don't have to keep going over the same spot. Remove hair. You see me notching at it is because I'm trying to be very meticulous on what I'm trying to remove. Again, trying to keep it real feminine. No harsh lines. Now, there's some women who come in who they want those hard lines. If so, give it to them. But if I'm doing it, I'm not creating a hard line. You see a line, but it don't look too masculine, right? And you see it just goes all the way out. All the way out. But I'm going to come in here. I'm going to take a little bit of this out through here. You can leave it like that, and it's fine. But I'm just going to take a little bit out here so I can bring our neckline up just a tad bit. All the way open. Not trying to do much through here. Just want to clean it up a little bit. So it still tapers out. There y'all go. Check out Miss Terry real quick. Again, from here, I just do little things, like a little more detailing if I wanted to. I like the way the hair is shining. I like everything the hair is doing right now. I might see little stuff like this where I might want to move some hair around. I want to like go in here and play with a little bit of this, but I like the way that's looking too. It's that simple, you guys. And I tell you, there might be a wrong choice of word being simple. Not everybody can do what we do. But if you understand hair cutting, if you understand how to style hair, remember there's a little undercut through here too, right? So you see right here, we can put a little undercut right here, but we got that coming down, laying over. So they just a little flat. It's going to also give a little texture and movement. And that's it. Let me spin it around so y'all can get a better look at her. Maybe turn you all the way around. Miss Terry. We got you guys there. Bring her back. There we go. Bring her back around. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. It's that simple. Hold your head up for me, Terry. Here we go. Look how pretty that is, right? Like I said, you can play around and do what she wants to do once you get out the chair. Not right now. Once you got the chair, she can do what she want to do. Have fun with it. But that's where you want your clients to play. You want them to have fun. You look through here, you see all kind of texture through here. That's where from last time we cut like diagonally, we kind of chop through the hair on both sides, going both directions to give us that look that you see right here. It's that simple, just to refresh a Pixie, right? To polish up a Pixie. Again, we took the weight out around the sides, took it low, started with a number 4 guard, and worked our way back 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we came into a little sizzle work, even a little undercut under here in the front area from the ear moving forward. And we went in there and we did some cleanup of the bang area. Yeah. Detailing. And we kind of, when I cut, I kind of scooped out, right? I kind of carved. So through the bang area, I didn't just go straight in with a cut. Let me give you a different camera angle. I didn't go straight in and cut the hair. I kind of carved out what I wanted out of there. I kind of carved it out. All right. So again, it's your man Aaron Tracy. Thank you guys for rocking with me. Thank Miss Terry for being a model today. And we'll catch y'all next time.